Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, to Global Impromptu Speaking session number 176. Today, our host, the topics master is Toastmaster Prashant Kumar, one of the family members where husband, wife, daughter, and another daughter are passionate speakers and they are supporting this club. And I have a fear they will take over this platform, but still, I'm happy. But at least something is being added in somebody's life. Ladies and gentlemen, to support Toastmaster Prashant Kumar, we have Toastmaster Nabeel Siddiqui, who will be managing our time today. So let's put our hands together to welcome Toastmaster Nabeel Siddiqui to explain the timing mechanism. Nabeel, please go ahead.
Good evening to all of you. Today I will be taking timer role and minimum we have to talk about 1 minute. We have to talk about 1 minute minimum and the color will be shown green for 1 minute and 1.5 minute for yellow will be color will be shown and the red will be shown in 2 minutes. So after 2 minutes you have to wrap up your presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Naveen, for supporting. Ladies and gentlemen, this gentleman was shy to speak in public, and now he is passionate to raise his hand voluntarily and take over any session of Global Impromptu Speaking. This is his second session, I believe, as the topics master. I believe he has so many questions running in his head, which he cannot ask his wife, but to ask us. Let's see what he has got for us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Prashant Kumar. Over to you, sir.
Okay. Good evening, all my fellow Global Into friends. So today's my session is all about the life and the experiences which we got on the daily basis and how it relates to our life. So in this, our first case, I would like to call Sabita ma'am as my first participant.
Yes.
Sabita ma'am, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
You are not audible.
Yes.
Yeah, now. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
So for you, the topic is the true meaning of life is to plant trees. The true meaning of life is to plant trees under whose shade you do not expect to sit. I'm also putting on the chat, the true meaning of the life is to plant tree under whose shade you do not expect to sit. Sabita ma'am.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prashant, for this topic. And my greetings to everyone present here. Life is what? Meaning, I think we keep on pondering on our so many times that what is life? Some people take life to be just very casual. Some people take it as a time pass. Some people take it very seriously, that they put everything into it and they get stressed out of it and they don't really enjoy the life. True meaning of life, I feel, is to enjoy this beautiful journey which is bestowed by our nature in a meaningful way. Meaningful way, first of all, for a few years it takes to understand actually what is life. After we understand, yes, we have to do, after doing for ourselves, we have to give back to society, to plant trees, like how in the statement it is said, to plant trees, so that other people should get the advantage of that. Other people should get the benefit out of that. Life should not be selfish. It should not be limited to just ourselves. We should bury away that thought that it is only for us, for me, for my family, for my children, for my colleague. No, it has to be we. We have to remove that I and mine to ours and everybody's. So we have to plant trees. We have to do something for the people, for the society, so that people, after we leave, they get benefit out of it in whatever way. Through our whatever way we can contribute. There are many ways to contribute to society, physically, emotionally, financially, giving them good thoughts, passing those values. There are many good thoughts. So Yes, it is very true that life is to plant trees, to do something so that people get built up. Mr. Prashant.
Thank you, Savita ma'am. Just giving the lessons which what we have to give back to the society. So our next participant is Jacintha. Is it there? No.
Give you my name, Jacinta. Who's there? There is Jacinta also?
No, she logged out. The name was there.
Jacinta.
Yeah,
Actually, my name is, full name is Jacinta. I was wondering how he came to know my full name.
Oh, did you that must have changed the name?
In that case, our next participant would be, maybe I would like to call Farida ma'am. Are you there, Farida ma'am?
Yes.
Yeah. For you, the topic is begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. Farida ma'am.
Begin. Could you put it in the chat, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Is it there?
A very good evening to my global impromptu family members. I would like to talk about something which is called as Doro Dango. Doro Dango is an ancient Japanese art in which they take a ball of mud, and then they polish it and rub it till it shines and it becomes beautiful. And the whole idea behind Doro Dango is to take something which is very dull and make it into something which is beautiful and exquisite. And here we are, all of us, trying our level best to make something out of our lives and to Doro Dango our lives. And we take something which is very dull and we educate ourselves. We try to excel at our careers. We try to fulfill our social obligations. We try to fulfill our religious obligations and try to make something beautiful and make our lives worthwhile, so that when we are old and we look back, we say, yes, we lived a good life. And here I have been thrown a topic that begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. That's too much for me to handle. As it is, I'm doing too much in life. And each one of us is juggling so much. And there they are, the environment against us, the people against us, maybe sometimes out of jealousy, sometimes because they have nothing better to do. There they are placed strategically in our surroundings to parry our efforts of making something out of our life. So yes, I personally believe that try to let go a little bit and live each day as it comes. I have been a planner all throughout my life, and having reached my 6th decade of life, it has taken me so many years to realize that it's not worth living each day separately. It's better to let go and live in a more relaxed manner rather than trying to make each day count and make each day fantastic, because it's after all the cumulative life that you will be looking back at and not each individual day. With that, I leave you all. I hope I have tried to get my point across. A very good evening to everybody. Love you all.
Thank you, Farida ma'am. I would like to call Samriddhi Garg. Is he there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. For Samriddhi, for you, the topic is never regret anything that made you smile. Never regret anything that made you smile, Samriddhi Garg.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for giving me such a wonderful topic. I would just reiterate it once. So, never regret anything which made you smile. Yes, you can. I mean, surely. So, I'm a chartered accountant by profession, and at times it's like I just hate it. I feel like, why did I even choose such a field? I have to just read every day. As an example, I took up, we have, so in India, goods and service tax was implemented in 2017. And along with the implementation of GST, we had all those circulars, notifications, and each and every query sheet coming on around. And what used to happen was we used to read daily, like every evening at 6 o'clock, while it's the time for you to leave the office, and then you are back with certain set of documents and bunch which you have to read with. So initially I had this regret, why did I took GST, why did, but then at times, which the thing which has made you smile, which has made you intellectual, why do we have to just regret it? And even the topic, I mean, never regret anything that made you smile. Like obviously, that why do we have to regret for anything which has made us smile? And that's all I think. With that, I hand over the virtual stage back to the table topic master. Thank you.
Thank you, Sunati. Well tried. So I would like to call our next guest is Punit Jain. Is Punit is there?
Yes, table topic master. Am I audible and visible?
Yes. For Punit, yeah. You're audible. Am I audible too?
Yes, you are audible. I think there is some
Yeah.
technical issue on my end, but it's okay. Please share the topic.
Yeah. For you, the topic is aspire to inspire before be expire. Aspire to inspire before be expire. Punit.
I'm reminded of this beautiful quote by Jim Rohn who said, and I quote, "If you don't design your life, chances are you'll get into someone else's plan." And guess what they would have planned? Nothing much. Your beautiful topic, inspire before we can aspire to inspire before we can expire, reminds me of this one powerful quote that most people die at the age of 25 and are buried at the age of 75. And believe it or not, I've seen it in my own corporate world when I was really inspired when I went into my first organization. I mean, when you join your first company, you're always excited, bubbling with energy and excitement, only to be end up realizing after a couple of years, is this how my life is going to be? When I look at my own boss, I would wonder, oh my God, how many scoldings he's getting every day? 10 years down the line, can I manage such kind of scoldings? And believe it or not, I was not inspired looking at his life. And that's an honest confession. When I look at my boss's lifestyle, the kind of pressure he was undergoing, and I felt no way, I mean, no doubt he's inspiring in his own way, but his inspiration was definitely a sure shot way for me to expire. And that is something which I don't want to aspire. And that's when I thought that, okay, maybe not my boss's lifestyle. I have a live role model, which is my own father. He's a businessman. He manages his works really well. He's very meticulous in his documentation. And most important of all, he lives his life every day with full of inspiration and aspire to give his best every day. And then it dawned on me that, okay, why am I aspiring and trying to inspire by emulating someone else whose lifestyle doesn't inspire, and which in turn would inspire me in that process? I have a live role model, right? My father, who manages his work well and who lives a life of inspiration, aspiration, and even before expiration. And God forbid, he should live for centuries. That is something which I always look forward to. So, yes, we all can look up to our role models. And I strongly feel my dad is a good inspiration to aspire before I expire. And 10 years down the line, I might share my own story because I feel at the age of 26, I'm not the right person to give inspiration. Back to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Punit.
Have I lost?
Yeah, no, it's okay. So I would like to call Mr. Pertus as the next speaker. Pertus, are you there?
Yes, I am there. 1 minute, I can, so that I can switch on my video.
For you, the topic is the life is like a swimming pool. You dive into the water, but you can't see how deep it is. The life is like a swimming pool. You dive into the water, but you can't see how deep it is. Pertus Gupta. I'm just putting on the chart as well. So this, maybe you have.
Each and everyone in this life is unaware of the fact that what is going to happen next. But that's the test of our life. That's the test each and every one of us want to go through on our daily life basis. Each and everyone is taking risks in our life. We are taking it as we think that yes, it is a small risk. We shall take this. But sometimes we find that instead of this small, shallow water, we thought we are finding something very deep and we are going to drown inside it. Just one thing that I find out from my short life experience after I have become mature is that while we are taking that dive into the water, we must be ready to swim so that we do not drown. We are there to swim and to take others who are there on our shoulders as well as maybe our family members, maybe those persons who are working under us. But before doing that, we must know how to swim in shallow waters as well. The person who is swimming in a deep sea will guide us and train us how to swim in a shallow pond. And when he will complete his job, then we will be able to find ourselves on his place. We must take the proper lessons before we dive into that deep water. Because if we do not take the proper lessons of swimming in the small pond, then we will find that water, the deep sea, is troubling us very much. And if we take the proper lessons from our mentor, it will be a path full of soft cake. Thank you, and back to table topic.
Thank you, Pertus. Very well tried. I would like to call Nima. She is around? No. So then I would like to call Susant Gopinath. Are you there?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Yeah.
So for you, the topic is be so good they can't ignore you. Be so good they can't ignore you, Susant Gopinath.
Can you type it in the chat?
Sure.
Second point. Yeah. The second point is a bit glitchy.
Is it there?
Yeah, got it. Thanks, table topic master, for that question. Be so good that they can't ignore you. Ignoring someone is an indirect way of saying that I don't like you. I don't like the way you behave. And how does that become? It's because when you don't create a good impression on others, that's how, when we are good, that creates a unique impression. When we are different from others, it doesn't mean that we are totally different from them. I'm a different human being. He's a different, no way. We are both the same. The only thing is that I owe a bit more, whereas he knows less. That's the whole difference. But that doesn't make you different from anyone. So, but there is also a point when you're so good, when you know more about than a human being should know, you can't overact that you have knowledge. I am the only one who have this knowledge. When we are taking some time and spending time with people who are normal, we need to behave normal so that it doesn't seem for them that we are overreacting with them. And that's how the topic means as well to me. Be so good that they can't ignore you. And in the same way, what I feel to say is that you need to be the same when you're spending time with someone. When you're too overacting and this guy is so normal, that creates a difference between you and the student. Thank you. Over to the table topic master.
Very well done, Susan. Very well try and give right definition of the topic. So I would like to call our next guest is Nipun Arora. Is he around? Nipun, are you there? No. So I would like to call Noreen Fatima. Noreen, are you there? No. So in that case, I would like to call Sarman, sir. Sarman, sir, are you there?
Yes, Mr. Prashant.
Okay. For you, the topic is a new door cannot be opened until you have courage to close the one behind. A new door cannot be opened until you have courage to close the one behind. Sarman, sir, I'm putting on the chat as well.
Mr. Table Topic Master and Global Into Friends. Yeah, that's correct. Before you open the new doors, you have to close what we have, what you open and what's going on. So first, whatever the things you are attending, you have to do completely and attending a new job. Otherwise, if you're going to do so many things at once, it's going to be a mess and you can't achieve the one job properly. So one thing at a time, I think. And also one job, or it says one donkey at a time also says, and so many people going to talk, or it says another proverb saying, too many cooks spoil the soup. And also one person can handle the one job properly. And whatever the things you are responsible, you can do it correctly. And if you try to do multi jobs, also you're going to be in trouble. But in nowadays, I'm doing multi skills. Otherwise, you can't save your job. You can't continue your job in this situation. We are working with less staff, and to save money, to at least to break even situations. I'm in the tourism industry, and in this situation, people are losing jobs. So we have to save the company, whatever the savings you can do it, and with your less staff also achieve your task, your full operation sometimes. So I think you have to close whatever you are doing, whatever you did, or you can open new things with a new fresh mind. Over to you, Mr. Table Topic Master.
Thank you, Sarvan sir. Just giving your insight about how to open new door for everyone. Okay, so I would like to call Jasimam. Jasimam, are you there?
Yes, Prashant.
Yeah. So Jasimam, for you, the topic is there can be no deep disappointment. There can be no deep disappointment where there is no deep love. There can be no deep disappointment where there is no deep love. Jasimam, I'm putting on the chat as well. Over to you, Jasimam. Okay.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, I don't agree to this topic. For one reason, when the disappointment comes, it's not with the deep love. If you love deeply, there is no disappointment. Suppose I love someone so deeply, and that person has cheated me, or I will not disappoint, because the fact that love is so pure, it's not attached to anything. When there is disappointment comes when you expect something from the other person. When you get disappointed, you're hooking some transactional things. I loved, or take it for example, Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is coming, and then you try to give a gift to your girlfriend mostly. And if there is no love that friend will weigh your gift in terms of your gift is the more important than the deep love. If you deeply love, there is whatever is given, you will take it happily. That is one. Even between the spouses, between the friends, when the disappointment comes that I have given something, I must get more than what I have got, not less. There you have a disappointment. So I always say there are disappointment. When you have disappointment, when you expect something from your loved ones or out of your transaction, out of anything. So, if you deeply love, even at your work, you love your work so much, that itself is your joy of life. You don't get into disappointment that somebody did not praise you, that someone did not appreciate you. No need. All right. So so your topic is there can be no deep disappointment where there is no deep love. I do not agree, or I probably took it in the other way. There are too many no's here. Over to you.
Thank you, Jasimam. Just giving other side of the coin. It's one's perception as well. Okay, thank you. So I would like to call Supriya. Supriya is around. Are you there? Supriya. No. Then I would like to call Nabeel Siddiqui. Naveen, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Nabeel. Yeah. Can you be a little louder? Yep.
Yes, sir. Am I not?
Yeah. So I think please help someone who just records Naveed's time. So Naveed is the timer of the day.
I will
So
do.
for you, yeah. So for you, the topic is failure is not the fatal until we surrender. Failure is not a fatal until we surrender. Over to you, Naveed.
Thank you very much, Debatable Master. Can you please put it on the chat as well? Okay. Good evening to all of you.
Could you
My
speak a
topic
little louder?
is
Naveed, can you speak little louder? You are not audible at all.
Am I audible now?
Yes, clear.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My topic for today is failure is not fatal until we surrender. Well, when I was studying my BBA in BBA, there was my one friend who was very good artist and had really creative mind. And many of my friends and teachers used to tell him that you are very creative. Why you chose this field? Why you didn't choose any field that was close to your heart? And I met with him few days back. So because he chosen his field he was not interested in, I was reading one book and there was I found one really great idea that if you are not able to do something, anything, you can surrender it. We quotations like don't give up, but giving up, sometimes you have to give up because everything is not for us. We have to choose from the options as well. So when I was working in company, I was not enjoying my life and I was not enjoying the colleagues, some colleagues I had. So the time was not passing even. I was counting days, single moments I was counting. And then I applied in another company, and it's been years. I'm enjoying my life, my time, and I'm learning at a very good speed. So it is good that when you feel that failure can be bad for you, choose from what is good failure and what is bad failure. So thank you very much, Triple Topic Master.
Thank you, Naveed, for taking very well try and just share your experience. So I would like to call next speaker is Sahira Sahid. Is he around? Sahira? No. So I would like to call Denisa. Denisa ma'am. Are you there? No. So I would like to call then Geeta Kashyap.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you, the topic is if life were predictable, predictable, it would cease to be life and without a flavor. If life were predictable, yeah.
Eatable. Life were eatable.
Predictable.
Predictable. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you. If life was predictable, it would cease to be interesting, right?
Without it. I just put in the chat as well.
Yeah, thank you. It is so important. Good evening to one and all present here. It is so important that we carry on with our life without knowing about what is going to happen in future. I find many people very much interested in going to astrologers. They want to know with all their heart what is going to happen in future. I don't appreciate that. Why are we so worried about what is going to happen tomorrow? It is the best. The present is the best. Don't think about the past. Don't keep worrying about don't keep thinking about the past and regretting about what happened in the past. Don't think and worry about the future. Live the present, because if you come to know, if life was predictable, if you would know beforehand what is going to happen in future, you would not enjoy it. You would never enjoy your life. You would keep on worrying and worrying. If somebody tells you that you're going to die after 2 years, oh my God, what will be the kind of life you are living? You will not be able to live a proper life, I tell you. So it is better to live the life, enjoy every minute of it. And that is the best that we can do. Give the best for the present. And that is the flavor that you add. Flavor, do whatever you can. So people who go try to know about future, I never tried even to read my horoscope, except when I was a kid. So why should we bother about what the future is? The future could be anything. There could be anything in store for us. And let us be prepared for that when the time comes. Right now is the time to think about our present moment and live to the best. Do whatever your heart tells to the utmost. That is what is required of every person in this life. Because live your life. Otherwise, if you keep thinking about the future, you're a dead person. You will die a number. As Julius Caesar said, a coward dies a number of times before his death. When his wife told him not to go to the battlefield, not to go out of the house that day, because she had a very, very bad omen. She had a nightmare. And she requests him, falls on his feet and tells him, do not go out today. But he says that I am not a coward. I will go out today, and I'm not bothered about what the stars and what the future is, what the nightmares are saying. He did not bother about that, and he went out. So I fully agree that cowards die a number of times before their death, whereas the valor, the brave, live every moment. Thank you. Back to you, Tabletop.
Thank you, Geeta ma'am, just sharing your experience with us. It's really nice listening to you. Very good. I would like to call again Supriya. Are you there? No.
Yes, the table topic master, Prashant. Yeah.
Supriya, for you, the topic is all life is an experiment. The more experiment you make, it become better. all life is an experiment. The more experiment you will do, it become better. Supriya.
Okay, thank you for the wonderful topic. Hello everyone, very good evening. So my topic is all life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. So I agree with this topic, and that is how it goes, right? The more we experiment, the more we become wise, the more we know about our surroundings, how things are happening, how we should react. Like for instance, a human life, when we are born, we haven't been experimented to anything, or we haven't been showcased to anything. We are just there observing things. As and when we observe, we grasp things, and that is when we learn. That's why we go to our parents or elders for advices, because they are the ones who have experimented more in their life, and we believe that they would have better ideas, better suggestions on certain things that we have faced right now and we are not sure about. So that's how, if I see myself, I also see it with the very same way. The way I was maybe 2-3 years ago, I am not that way. I probably see things with a wider scope. I understand there is positive, negative, rather than what I used to think when I was a teen. So those are the experiments that I did throughout my life that happened in my teen and early teens, late teens. I had good friendships. I had career advices. I had failed careers. I had success careers. I had failed relationships. So all those are experiments which made us wiser day, which make us wiser day by day, and that gives us a kind of a vision to think more, understand more, and grasp more. So I just hope that every one of us keep experimenting in our lives every day, so that it keeps on becoming exciting as well and wiser as well. So yeah, thank you. Back to you, topic master Prashant.
Thank you, Supriya. Very well tried. So I would like to remind the word of the day is parry. So I would like to all of you just try to use this word as in your topic. So I would like to call Sujit. Are you there? Sujit?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yes, Sujit. For you, the topic is to do two things at once is to do neither. To do two things at once is to do neither. Sujit J.
There is a excellent proverb in Hindi, when you kind of put both the feet on a two different boat, it might happen that you are neither of them and you finally sink. And that's what happened at times when we are under illusion that we are doing a multitasking. And finally, neither of them gets crystallized or gets done. So I sincerely believe in the power of focus, and this is what I follow in terms of my to-do list. I have a laundry list which kind of make it all the things which I need to do, but I just pick up one thing from that laundry list and just work on seamlessly on just this activity. Once this is done, I only pick up the next activity and start focusing on that. So for me, it works wonderfully, since I don't get under the stress or anxiety of so many things on my head, and at the same time I feel and I accomplish the tasks which I kind of focus on this one activity. So that's it. That's my take on this, Toastmaster Prashant. Over to you.
Thank you, Sujit. Very well tried. Well done. So I would like to call Sunita. Sunita ma'am, are you there?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. For you, the topic is silence is as deep as eternity, speech as shallow as time. Silence as deep as eternity, speech as shallow as time. I'm put it in chat as well. Silence is deep as an eternity, speech as shallow as time. Sunita ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Prashant. Good evening to my impromptu family. Silence is as deep as eternity, speech is as shallow as time. Uh, I do not fully agree with this topic because silence is good at times. There are many times when we should keep quiet. You know, they say you should think if what you're going to say is going to have a better effect than if you had remained silent. So unless you're going to say something which is of value, there's no point in opening your mouth. But there is also the saying that the silence of a few people is worse than the violence in many. So there are times when we need to open up and speak. Many a times what we do is we know things are wrong, but we keep quiet because we don't want to upset the rhythm. Neither do we want to upset people around us. So for the sake of being uh, one with others, we do not open up and say if there is some injustice happening. So it's not always wise to stay silent. We have to take a stand and sometimes voice our opinions, no matter how much we are going against the norms of society. So this is something we cannot parry. There are times you cannot parry around. You have to open your mouth and speak. Um, it's a difficult thing to do, but and it requires a lot of courage. So I think it's a coward's way to stay silent and not speak. So speech is not always shallow and silent is not always deep. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Sunita ma'am. Just sharing your experience and how experience matters. So that's why, because everyone thinking in one direction generally. Okay, so either keep silent or either be provoking and just making argument. Next, I would like to call Indu ma'am. Are you there?
Yes, yes, I'm there.
For you, uh, is
Yeah.
you okay? For you, topic is to change yourself. You need to take a risk. To change yourself, to you need to take a risk. Indu ma'am, would you like to open your video as well?
It is open, but there is some issue with my video. So
Okay, okay,
I mean,
go ahead.
it's open actually. It is.
Okay, okay.
It's on. Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much for the topic, Toastmaster Prashant, and very good evening to the global impromptu family. So the topic given to me is to change yourself. You need to take a risk. Um, Yes, I agree with the topic because change is as much as change is needed, it is also very difficult to change yourself and to transform yourself into somebody, something else, because we are so used to behaving in a certain way and we have certain die-hard habits which we are, used to, which also gives us comfort somewhere. So um, overcoming those habits, especially if they are bad habits, is a good thing. But having done that, you change into somebody else, and sometimes it is difficult to even maintain and to be consistent with that. And sometimes um, changing changing is can also be like a risk factor, because you don't know how others are going to view you, because sometimes you may take a stand on some things which you may normally not do, and so you are people are taken by surprise, and you should be strong enough to handle the reactions of others, with this kind of change. And that's why it is definitely, they say that it's a risk. But having said that, I guess whatever for you, for your well-being and for the society in general, it is good to embrace that change and take that risk. So that is my take. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Indu ma'am. So I look to call the guest. Sorry, the next speaker, Dinesh Reddy. Dinesh, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me, Prashant?
Yes, Dinesh, you're audible. For you, the topic is catch the wind in your sail. Catch the wind in your sail, Dinesh Reddy.
Catch the wind in yourself, right? Okay. Thank you so much, and in yourself. Good evening, impromptu family. Catch the wind in your sail. I think what I get from this topic is, everyone have their own ways. Everyone have their own speed. I may, learn something in 2 days, but someone can learn that in a single day or an hour, right? We always have our own, strengths and weakness. So trust yourself and take small step as much as possible, and you know, don't go, don't push yourself too hard that it will hurt you badly. Just that you have to know your strengths. You just have to, Can you hear me, Prashant? Sorry, there is some network.
Yeah, go ahead, Dinesh.
Yeah. So you just have to push yourself. You have to know when to, know your strength and weakness, and everyone have their own thing. Take these small steps. It's just the little improvement every day that matters. Based on your movements. Increase the speed, increase the learning activity, and move forward. Never compare yourself with anyone. If you are in a one room, the confidence is that you should never compare yourself with anyone else in the room, because they all come from the different backgrounds and they have the different life experiences, right? And so just that you have to focus on yourself and focus on improving yourself with the way it works for you. That's what I can take it from this topic, Prashant. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dinesh. Very well tried. I would like to call Samriddhi. Samriddhi, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes, Samriddhi. For there is a very famous proverb: "All is fair in love and war." All is fair, love and war. What is take on this? What is your take on this?
Just a second. Am I visible?
Yes, Samriddhi, go ahead.
All is fair in love and wait. All is fair in love and war. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. To be honest, people mostly say this proverb in movies when they either have to get revenge, or when something just bad happens to them and they just want to get back on a person. But to be honest, I don't think revenge is the best thing. And to be honest, I know I don't exactly understand this topic, but I'll just speak on revenge for now because that's what I understand from this topic. So there are so many proverbs justifying that revenge is nice, that revenge is okay. Like, people say an eye for an eye, but do they know that the whole proverb actually is an eye for an eye only makes the whole world blind? So I don't think that revenge is the best thing ever. And I feel like forgiving a person is way better than just trying to get back on them. because your success might actually be the best revenge on that person. Because obviously, a person who hurts you won't want to see you be successful. So your success might actually be the best revenge on that person. And I feel like whenever anyone is like revenge is a dish best served cold, I think it's very wrong when you're just doing the same thing to the person. Like if someone hurts you, you're just doing the same thing to them. Like that's basically what revenge is. And that does not make you better than that person at all. So I think that revenge is never fair. And yeah, thank you. Over to you, table topic master.
Thank you, Samriddhi. Very well tried. So I would like to call next case Janab. Janab is there. Janab, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah. For you, the topic is tough time never last, but tough people do. Tough times never last, but tough people do. Janab.
First of all, I would like to wish everyone a very good evening, and I hope everyone's doing well. Tough times never last, but tough people do. I slightly disagree with this topic, I feel, because I feel, especially seeing the current circumstances, I don't think tough times actually come with an expiry date. As much as we would want to believe in that, I think it's just us people who find the silver lining in the darkest of clouds. And we pick on those happy moments while going through our tough times. And I think it just depends on the viewpoint that if you decide to look on the brighter side, the things will feel brighter. Because this is one of those things that the grass will always seem green on the other side. But if you're busy growing your own grass and focusing on your own grass, you won't have time to notice other people's grasses. And I feel this is something that actually makes hard times more harder on us. That when we see other people doing better in the same situation, we could not. Because this is something that I learned very early on, and I've read it a lot of times, that the same hot water that makes a boiled egg harder makes the potato soft. So people react differently in different situations. So someone might be doing really well in the same situation that we might crumble in. And that just makes the hard time harder on us. And it's just us focusing on us crumbling and the other people not, that makes it more harder for us. So I feel this quote is based very much on perspective. Because if you think about it right now, I'm pretty sure, like if you really focus on your lives, how many people on this panel can say today, the whole day, there was nothing hard that happened to them? I'm pretty sure it's like no one, or maybe that 1% people who can clearly say that nothing bad happened to them this whole day or this whole week or this whole month or the past whole year. But it's just that we try and focus on the brighter things in life. We try to gather those small moments of joy and make our lives about them rather than focusing on every mishap that happens to us. So tough times do last, but tough people last longer. I would say this, and that would be it. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Janab, sharing your viewpoints. Very different perspective. Thanks a lot. So I would like to call Ajay, sir. Ajay, sir, are you there?
Yes, I'm very much here.
Yes, sir. For you, the topic is simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication, Ajay, sir.
Good evening, everyone. On this beautiful global impromptu platform, I'm here after maybe probably a few weeks, and good to see all your faces. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Well, I remember a very, very old saying, my father used to often say this. Whenever we used to go to a restaurant and we'll ask him, Dad, what would you like to have? Or the guy who's serving would come and say, Sir, something I can get for you. And he would reply very, very easily, say, okay, look, my taste is simple. I like the best. My taste is simple. I like the best. And thereon, I realized what it eventually meant in life to say what is simple. Simple, I think it's a very difficult thing to define, because again, as Zainab beautifully spoke about the perspective, something which is very simple for me may not be as simple for Dr. Farida or Manit or anybody of them. Having said that, something which is simple for these beautiful people may not be as simple for me. When it comes to equating simplicity with sophistication, now that's where the difficulty arises. Simplicity can be translated into sophistication only if I have that stature, that character, that charisma to carry myself. Then I can say it is sophisticated, because people will look for my quality, will look for my character, which is highly sophisticated. I am not governed by my looks. I am not governed by the way I wear, what I wear. I may look very simple in my approach, in my attire, in the way I speak, but what I speak may be highly sophisticated. So I do agree to a great extent that simplicity in many ways is highly sophisticated for people who can perceive it. For those who can't perceive it, simplicity is just simplicity. But for me, I will repeat what my father said. I'm a very simple person, I like the best. Over to you, Prashant. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajay sir. So I would like to call our next guest, DTM Ram. DTM Ram, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Thank you very much.
Yeah. For you, the topic is the difference between try and trim is little. For you, the topic is the little difference between try and trim is little. I put it in chat as well. Ram sir.
Thank you. That's interesting. Is that okay without video? Because I'm afraid that I will disconnect to you if I put on the video, because I'm from Kuwait. Is that okay?
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Good evening, topic master, and wonderful guests across the globe. Try me, and try me. And triumph is a little lump. How many of you believe that we should never quit? Can I raise some hands over here? I don't know whether you can see me or not, but I can believe that. Because we never know how close you are to the victor's crown, isn't it? We never know. The world champion of the Toastmasters International, Mark Carr, what he said, victory is in the try. The triumph is always there. In my opinion, don't be at halt. Remember this acronym, HALT. You want to be happy or hungry? Anticipated or angry? You want to be loving or lonely? You want to be talented or just task-oriented? Remember this word, halt. Don't be at halt. Be happy, loving, talented, anticipated always. The try, 3 little words to make you fly high, because we all have shortness within us. If you fall in love for yourself, you will reach the zenith. Over to you, topic master.
Thank you, Ram sir. Just you defined the very well. I would like to call Umar. Umar, are you there?
I'm there actually. Half there, half not there.
Okay. For you, very simple question. What makes you so special, Umar? What makes you so special, Umar?
First of all, how you Why you think that I am special? I am not special. I'm just an ordinary guy, simple as I can get. So what makes me special? If you want an answer to it, then you need to know me better. What makes me special is my mind, the way I think, the way I feel. That's what makes me special. It's not about my physical looks, how I look and what I wear and all that. That doesn't make me special. The way I think, the way I see things, that makes me special. And that makes each and every one of us special also. Because you may have 2 hands, 2 feet, 2 eyes, 2 ears, but you will not listen the way others listen. You will not see the things the way you see the things. You will not be feeling things the way others feel. So that's what makes you special. And that's what makes me special also. So I always appreciate what you have got in life. And we try to struggle for and make an effort to get things that are out of maybe like materialistic in nature and all these things. So, but we forget to cherish the things, the beautiful thing that we own ourselves are, the soul that lives within us, the person that lives within us. We don't love that person that much. We are more focused on the outwardly desires. So it's time to appreciate yourself and make yourself feel special. I always say that it's not a matter of what makes me special. It's a matter of how you can make yourself feel special. Are you doing things that make you special, that make you unique, that make you stand out from other person? Are you making an effort to change people's lives, to change people's lives around you, the loved ones? Are you inspiring them in a way or other? Are you living a meaningful life? Are you growing in the right direction? That's all these things make you special. And are you putting an effort day in and day out for that? Or you are just counting your days till the end of the month or getting the salary? That's not making you special. That you are a part of the rat race then. If in order to make yourself special, you have to create difference in people's lives, in your own life and others' life also. So, table topic master, do you feel special or not? Over to you.
Thank you, Umar, making me so special and everyone make us special as well. So I would like to call, please let me know if I forgot to recall someone. Please put me on chat.
I think Biba is there.
So, Biba, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, for you, the topic is the only way to fail is fear of failing. The only way to fail is fear of failing. Biba Bharti.
Thank you. Thank you, table topic master. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to global impromptu session speakers. For me, the only way to fail is fear of failing. Yeah, I do agree with the topic because if you have courage to face anything, any situation, you will never fail to achieve the goal. What are you looking for? So from my childhood, I have many types of fear of height, fear of unknown, fear of water, and many types of fear I am surrounded by. But the thing is, what I worked upon is I can tell you one example of my life. Like I am a timid and shy kind of. I have been a timid and shy kind of girl from my childhood. But when I moved to hostel for my further studies, And there I found many girls, and they were maybe younger than me, or maybe similar to me, but they were so outspoken, and they were not looking like that, were looking like me. I was feeling that I'm exceptional here, so I have to work upon it. So first of all, I worked fake it till you make it. It means until you don't achieve your goal, you have to fake it, and one day you will achieve. And I am the biggest example of it. And I will say how I did it. I was a timid girl, shy kind of girl, shy natured girl. So I thought that if I show my hostel mates and other people that I'm a timid girl, so people will be dominating on me, and they will not give me any chance to go further. So what I did, I just tried to showing myself that I'm not that fearful person. What came to this hostel, I just tried, and day by day I was showing that I was showing, and on the way also I was showing that I'm a brave girl, and I'm a serious person. Uh, though I was a humorous and timid, but I was showing that I'm courageous, I'm serious, and no one can um, do anything bad with me. So slowly and gradually I don't know when this miracle happened, and I lost my those negative nature. And in you can say in reflection, I got this means my confidence level up, and so many good things in me. I just time by the time these things inculcated in me, and I found that I can do many more things, and I can achieve many things slowly and gradually. Thank you. Over to you, topic master.
Thank you, Viva. Now I think only Amjad Ali is left. I would like to call Amjad Ali, and if let me know if I am still someone is there to whom call upon. Okay, so
I'm ready, sir.
yes, for you, the topic is the life is not a problem to be solved, but reality to be experienced. Life is not a problem to be solved, but reality to be experienced. Amjad Ali. I put it on chat as well.
Thank you so much, Mr. Topics Master. Life is not a problem to be solved, reality to be experienced or explored. I completely agree with the statement. Thank you so much, Mr. Topics Master. Life is not a problem to be solved, but reality to experience or explored. I always tell people wherever I get a chance, especially youngsters to me, that just look back your inception, the way your life started. When you were born, you were perhaps 2 centimeters big, and you couldn't do anything. You came from kind of nothing, and then you became big. You got body, you got eyes, you got beauty, you got strength, bones, ideas, brain, everything millions don't have. That's the reality. This is not the problem. Now sometimes you feel like I'm earning less than other person. That's the problem. That's not the problem. That's the reality. This is how life works. Somebody has to be above you, somebody has to be lower than you, somebody has to be beside you. It's just a matter of understanding our position, understanding our reality, our existence. That is life. We confuse our life, we make our life horrible by ourselves. Nobody teaches us. We compare with other people, we make it hell. If we stop comparing with other people, our life is actually a piece of heaven. Choice is yours. You make it a problem and try to solve it for rest of your life. I'd just understand as this is the reality. Nothing was in your control. Nothing would be in your control, but to live it the way it is. Enjoy every single bit of it you are now. That's it. This is what I do. That's what I'm preaching right now. That's why I understand about life. I have nothing in my control but one thing, enjoying the moment right now with you. If I tell you something good, you will feel better. You will smile. And that is a beauty in my life. Thank you so much. Understand your life is just a reality. And reality is we have nothing in our control. Ladies and gentlemen, don't make it complicated. Back to you.
Thank you, DTM Afzal Ali, for your experience with us. I think everyone is done now. Is still there? Someone is there which need to be called upon?
You need to be called upon.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
So you want a topic?
Of course,
Umar,
but not.
you have been giving too many topics.
No, I give very easy topics, Ajay sir. So you are missing all the topics.
That's all. Go ahead.
Okay, you want to give, you can give, no issues.
हमें कहाँ सर आपके सामने हम क्या टॉपिक देंगे आप दीजिए.
Okay, Prashant, your topic is don't trade your authenticity for approval. Don't trade your authenticity for approval. Prashant.
Sure. So, very good evening, all my global improve friends. For me, the topic is don't trade your authenticity for any approval. Yes, I'm very much agree with the topic. So, it's up to you how you define your life. So, with your knowledge, with your experience, how much courage you have to show your ability and just to manage your teammates and give the the experience you share, so they just agree with what you want. So for you, it's come with your knowledge and experience, and once you giving your real example and your experience start sharing with everyone, so without authenticity, or without they understand you, is without if you don't want to sorry. So if you give if you speak something with your heart and with your knowledge and experience, simply everyone start following you. There's no need to be become the lead, become the manager, so everyone start following you. So with experience, the authenticity automatically comes. It need not to be get to show sign for the same. That's a take on this topic, Umar.
Good take, Prashant. Good, wonderful.
Thank you. That's all, I think so.
It's DTM Amjad, over to you. DTM Amjad is busy with this work or something.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Really appreciate. Let's go to our timer, Mr. Naveed, to read out the timing report, please. Yes, Mr. Naveed.
Table of master and DM Amjad Ali. These I have put it in the chat as well. Timing for all. TM Savita was 2 minutes 17 seconds. TM Farida was 2 minutes 30 seconds. TM Samriti 1 minute 12 seconds. TM Kunit 2 minutes 27. TM Pertus 2 minutes 30. TM Sushant 1 minute 25 seconds. TM Sharman sir 2 minutes 8 seconds. TM JC 2 minutes 30 seconds. I took 2 minutes 23 seconds. TM Geeta 2 minutes 24 seconds. And TM Supriya 2 minutes 16, TM Sujit 1 minute 15, TM Sunita ma'am 2 minutes 4, TM Indu 2 minutes 11 seconds, TM Dinesh 1 minute 52, TM Samriddhi 2 minutes 15, TM Zainab 2 minutes 10 seconds, TM Ajay sir 2 minutes 28, TTM Ram 2 minutes 9 seconds, TM Umar 3 minutes, TM Vibha 3 minutes 20 seconds, TM Amjad Ali 2 minutes 50 seconds, TM Pasha 1 minute 25 seconds. So thank you very much all of you, and back to Amjad sir.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nabeel Siddiqui. Really appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together to thank these two gentlemen, Toastmaster Prashant Kumar as the Topics Master and Toastmaster Nabeel Siddiqui as the timer. A big hand for both of you to making this 176th session a success. With that power vested in me as a host of this meeting, I adjourn the meeting. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.